Ever pondered why Meghan McCain seems so obsessed with Meghan Markle? It's a question that has been on the minds of many. In recent times, the feud between Meghan McCain and Meghan Markle has taken a new turn, with McCain's latest tirade against Markle's lifestyle brand, As Ever. McCain has been vocal in her criticism, going as far as to mock Markle, claiming she never listens to anyone living in reality. But let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture here. While Markle is busy building a brand, what is McCain doing? She's spending her time criticizing someone she supposedly cannot stand. The irony is palpable. Not every brand name is going to strike a chord with everyone, and that's perfectly fine. But to make a fuss over the name American Riviera Orchard seems a tad excessive. It's a name that draws inspiration from Montecito, the place Meghan calls home. And as for the rebranding, let's not forget that every business goes through a process of fine-tuning its identity. That's not failure, it's strategy. McCain also took a swipe at Markle's podcast, calling it horrible. But let's not forget Archetypes is a Spotify original that boasts a roster of high-profile guests and even bagged a People's Choice Award. Meanwhile, McCain's new online series seems to be having a hard time making waves outside of these Markle-bashing moments. Who's really struggling for relevance here? And then there's the issue of McCain declaring herself Team Princess Kate. We all wish Kate Middleton well, but there's no need to tear down Meghan in the process. It's not a competition. At the end of the day, the obsession seems to be more about McCain than about Markle. McCain might claim she used to like Meghan, but her actions paint a different picture. The irony is, while Markle is out here building a brand, McCain appears to be building a fixation. Now, let's delve into their accomplishments to get a clearer picture. First off, Meghan Markle. Her successful lifestyle brand, As Ever, reflects her passion for aesthetic and quality. It's a brand that embodies her personal style and elegance, and it's been met with considerable success. But that's not all. Markle's venture into the world of podcasting has also been a triumph. The Archetypes podcast, a Spotify original, has been lauded for its insightful conversations with high-profile guests and even bagged a People's Choice Award. Markle's achievements are a testament to her tenacity and drive, and they're proof of her ability to thrive outside the royal bubble. On the other hand, we have Meghan McCain. Her online series, while not without merit, has yet to make significant waves. Instead of focusing on creating impactful content, she seems to spend an inordinate amount of her time criticizing someone she claims to cannot stand. McCain's criticisms often seem less about constructive feedback and more about generating buzz. Unfortunately, this strategy doesn't seem to be propelling her to the heights of success she might have hoped for. Moreover, when comparing their respective achievements, it's important to remember that success isn't just about popularity or financial gain. It's also about impact. Markle's work, whether it's her brand, her podcast, or her philanthropic efforts, aims to inspire and uplift. McCain's work, on the other hand, often seems to be more about tearing others down than building something meaningful. The irony here is palpable. McCain, who criticizes Markle for supposedly not living in reality, seems to be struggling with her own relevance. While Markle is out here creating award-winning content and building a successful brand, McCain seems to be stuck in a cycle of negativity and criticism. So when it comes to achievements, it seems clear that Markle is carving out a meaningful and impactful path for herself. McCain, on the other hand, might want to consider focusing more on her own work and less on Markle's. Who's really struggling for relevance here, one might wonder? McCain's declaration of loyalty to Princess Kate is worth a closer look. Now, this is where things get interesting. McCain has declared herself a part of Team Princess Kate. The irony. It's quite fascinating and somewhat amusing to observe how McCain chooses to express her allegiance to one royal while relentlessly criticizing another. It's as if she's trying to pit two women against each other, attempting to create a rivalry where none exists. This isn't a tennis match or a soccer game after all. It's real life, and these are real people. Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton aren't two teams battling for supremacy. They're individuals, each with their unique experiences, challenges and triumphs. But McCain seems to have a different viewpoint. She's all for supporting Princess Kate, which is perfectly fine. Everyone has the right to their preferences and loyalties. However, what's curious is how her support for Kate seems to necessitate a constant tearing down of Meghan. One can't help but wonder, why does supporting one person mean you have to relentlessly criticize another? It's almost as if McCain is trying to create a zero-sum game where the rise of one has to come at the cost of the other. But that's not how life works, is it? One can admire Kate Middleton for her grace and resilience without feeling the need to disparage Meghan Markle. What could be the real motivation behind McCain's constant criticism of Markle? Well, we're about to dive into that. It's no secret that controversy sells. The more dramatic and divisive a topic is, the more it tends to grab people's attention. And let's be honest, Meghan Markle is a figure that sparks a lot of discussion, a lot of debate, and yes, a lot of clicks. And there lies one possible explanation for McCain's behaviour. You see, every time McCain criticises Markle, she not only fuels the fire of this ongoing controversy, but she also ensures that she remains a part of the conversation. She's not just an observer, she's a participant. And being a participant in a high-profile debate like this one can be quite beneficial. It can lead to more followers, more views, more engagement, and ultimately, more relevancy. But there's another layer to this. McCain's criticism of Markle isn't just a strategy for gaining attention. It's also a reflection of an obsession. Yes, you heard it right, an obsession. Because let's face it, if you truly dislike someone, you wouldn't spend so much time talking about them, would you? You wouldn't dedicate so much energy in dissecting their every move, and yet that's exactly what McCain seems to be doing. She's not just critiquing Markle's actions or decisions, she's actively following her. She's keeping tabs on her. She's making herself a part of Markle's narrative. And that, my friends, is not a sign of disdain. That's a sign of fascination. That's a sign of fixation. So what do we have here? A strategy for attention wrapped in an obsession. A constant need to criticize someone who, according to McCain, she cannot stand. It's quite the paradox, isn't it? This feels like another tired attempt to drag Meghan Markle for clicks. The obsession is indeed real. What's your take on this? Here we are at the end of another intriguing conversation. Meghan Markle, the woman who's made a name for herself in so many arenas, continues to be a magnet for criticism and obsession. Is it fair? Is it warranted? That's a question only you can answer. We've dissected Meghan McCain's tirade against Meghan Markle, highlighting the irony, the inconsistencies, and the seemingly relentless fixation. We've compared their achievements, discussed the idea of Team Princess Kate, and delved into the possible motivations behind the criticism. But as always, the most important voice in this conversation is yours. So what do you think? Is McCain's criticism justified? Or is it just another example of the relentless obsession that seems to follow Meghan Markle wherever she goes? Is the fixation on Markle's every move a fair price for her fame? Or is it a symptom of a society that loves to build people up, only to tear them down? These are complex questions with no easy answers. But that's what makes this conversation so vital. It's not just about Meghan Markle or Meghan McCain. It's about the way we treat public figures, the way we engage in dialogue, and the way we, as a society, handle criticism and controversy. So let's continue the conversation. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with our breakdown? Do you see things differently? All perspectives are welcome here. This is a place for respectful, thought-provoking discussion, and your voice matters. Remember, this is just one of many conversations we'll be having here. So, if you enjoyed this breakdown and you're keen to join us for more, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty more to discuss, and we can't wait to hear your thoughts. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe for more. Until next time, take care.